Yo, what's going on, man? Today's day 106 of 1,000. Hopefully, I get this no interruptions happen because I've been trying to film this video and the first time I recorded it, I'm pretty sure it was like 10-12 minutes long and shit just said storage filled. I didn't know until I fucking went around, saw the fucking icon and realized I wasn't recording, and I was sad, but I'm gonna give it to you guys anyways. All right, this video right here are the three downfalls. I feel the three downfalls these are the three downfalls I see that can happen to any type of man, and I feel it's important to talk about because I've seen this with people I personally know as well as people on the internet whose lives got ruined by these three things, especially guys, right? And something you should be aware of, because when these three things are taken care of, there's more peace in your life and you can get way more done. The first one is money. Now, money will always be a downfall for a man for many reasons. Simple fact is people who may receive a lot of money may not be able to manage it, right? We've all heard of all these Powerball winners, these lottery winners, but the statistics show every single time these motherfuckers end up broke or don't have any money left over after 1 or 2 years of winning, bro. And that's insane if you think about it. These motherfuckers are winning 50, 100, $1 billion, and they somehow get rid of it in a year or two. And it's for the fact that they are not a person who is capable of handling that type of money. Now, this truth may hurt a lot of you, and it's true to me as well, because I am still yet not a millionaire. But the reason why you are not a millionaire is because you are not the type of person that can manage $1 million, right? If you were the type of person that could manage $1 million, you would have $1 million. I know it sounds fucking vague and stupid, and you might be hearing this the first time. You're like, man, that doesn't make no sense. If I had $1 million, I'd manage it correctly. I just don't have the $1 million. I'm telling you, if you can't manage a couple $1,000s, you for sure can't manage $1 million, right? Because most people, when it ends up happening to them, is that people who even receive a raise at work or they get a significant salary increase, what they first do is they do a lifestyle inflation increase. So although they're making more money, they are not keeping enough of it because they make their lifestyle keep up with their salary, all right? And this is an issue because at a certain point, most of these motherfuckers are spreading themselves thin, are living paycheck to paycheck, even though they're making a lot of good money, which is ridiculous, man. There's people who make $30,000 or $40,000 who are just trying to make it. Meanwhile, motherfuckers are making $100K a year, living paycheck to paycheck because they don't know how to manage their fucking money, right? Money will always be a downfall because it's also an enabler for vices, and I'm gonna get to that in the third part. But second thing that will be a man's downfall is women, bro. All right. Now, as a guy, as a heterosexual male, women, I really feel from my experiences, my homies' experiences, and as well as the world, all right, they will always be a downfall. And I'm not saying that there's no good women out there. I'm not a womanizer. I don't hate women. I love women, all right? I want to make that clear. But if a lot of dudes don't vet out or choose the correct girl, that's for them. And what ends up happening is I've seen dudes lose money on women, get bad habits from women, end up in jail because of women, lose friendships with boys that you've been close with since you was a kid over women, bro. If you don't choose the right girl in your life, because a lot of us guys, I know how we work, bro. I know how we fucking work. We see the body, we see the face, we see the makeup and all that, and we're in love. We're very, very visual creatures. And because of that, we kind of sometimes disregard some of the potential red flags that a woman is showing to you that could potentially hurt you in the future. And for the fact that if you don't choose the correct one, I'm telling you, bro, it can end up biting you in the ass. We've seen Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case. We've seen like that motherfucker, the chick that was like making allegations on Andrew Tate, for example, right? There's been so many dudes that have gotten their lives ruined because women have made claims. I'm not saying that all women are like this, but if you don't choose the right one, women might end up being your downfall. And the third one, number 3, is, I was gonna say drugs and alcohol, but I'm gonna categorize this as vices because I realize that people can be addicted to other shit besides drugs and alcohol. Like, for example, like food and or sex and gambling. What all of these things have in common is that they all will make you feel good for the moment, but you'll feel shit after. I can name examples for every single one of them. You're gambling, you get that dopamine rush because you think you're gonna make a lot of money, you end up losing it. You're just cheesing in a bad state, this and this. I've seen motherfuckers, you've probably seen motherfuckers that have wanted to kill themselves after losing a lot of money at the casino. When it comes to food, motherfuckers will be eating food and they enjoy eating the food. That's why they got a big back. And afterwards, they feel like a disgusting piece of shit for how they look like and how they feel like, and all that processed food that's just giving you that brain fog is just overall gonna make you feel awful afterwards. Comes to drugs and alcohol, I don't even have to say much. Everyone knows that when you initially take them, you'll feel shit afterwards, all right? All of these things, if a man does not manage himself and does not move accordingly, these things will ruin their life, some way, shape, and form, whether it's with their health, relationships, or even their money. Sometimes all 3, it'll be affected if they overindulge in vices, all right? To summarize this video right here, the 3 downfalls of every single man that you need to be careful about. The shit I've seen, I've experienced, and from what I've seen on the internet, as well as other stories I've heard about before, money, women, and vices will be a downfall if you do not know how to manage them correctly. If you are someone who wants more peace of mind and more ease in your life, you don't want to be dealing with all these headaches, you don't want to be dealing with no bullshit, you want to live up to your potential, make sure you watch out for these 3 things. Because as you progressively work on yourself, because I imagine a lot of you who watch me are into self-development, as much as you put in the work into yourself, and as you go up higher in the ranks, these 3 downfalls become way more tempting and way more better. You need to monitor these 3 things in your life, otherwise they can really fuck you up. All right, that's all for today's video. I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow for day 107.